Yo, yo, yo. 𝗬𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗴, how you feeling? And we back. We back, man. We back, feeling better and greater than ever. More prosperous, more opportunities, more success, more blessings to each and every last one of y'all who clicked on this videos, watching this video, and watch the past videos. I love you, thank you, and you are amazing. Just by being you, you are amazing. This video, we'll be discussing imposter syndrome. We are now in a day and age. We are now in a duration of time. We are in a period that we have a lot of people walking around as if they don't belong. They feel out of place. This is what imposter syndrome means. And the definition of imposter syndrome is psychologically and intellectually feeling like you are incompetent, you are inadequate, you are not enough. So it doesn't matter what task, what occupation, what job you take on, especially your position, it's never going to feel enough. You're never going to be suiting mentally, psychologically for the job, for the position. So we live in a space where there's so many people who fake the funk, and like I was mentioning yesterday on stream, there's a lot of people that love to memorize and study the quotes, but they don't live by them. They don't live by them. They can't. They're too busy studying the book instead of implementing and living the book. That's better than just having them stuffed in your brain. Because once you digest and you take in a lot of information, too much can become toxic. Too much can make you stuck, can stagnate you. So you ask yourself, how much do you watch? How much do you listen? How much do you observe? But you never do. It's like the comparison I give you guys about the woman wants an asshole, a higher percentage of an asshole than a nice guy. Of course she wants you to be gentle. She wants you to be nice and compassionate and loving and caring. She wants you to have those traits, of course, because that makes you human. But you have to have more of a percentage of asshole than nice. That's how it's got to be. Longevity, I mean, you maybe can win her over for a little bit if you're nice, but after a while, she's going to get tired, bored. She's going to be looking for other options. So you upholding that imposter syndrome, we're not going to deny the fact that this is also a trait that is passed down. It is a familial trait that is passed down in your DNA. So the surest way for you to see where your life could be headed possibly, look at your parents. Look at their parents. Look at your grandma. Look at your grandpa. Watch your mom. Watch your dad, At their age, ask them questions. Maybe they split up. Ask your dad why separately. Ask your mom why separately. Maybe they're together still. Ask them separately and together. Why are y'all still together? What, And if they should, as their child, give you an honest answer and not stick to the rubric of, oh, that's grown folk business. I don't want to, and there's a time and a place for everything. So imposter syndrome, how to break away from this, how to get out of this cycle, well, it's never going to be easy. It's always going to be simple. You have to take such a long period. Now, mind you, your ego and your mind doesn't have a clock, right? It doesn't have a time constraint. So, for instance, right, your subconscious mind and your conscious mind, you get denied. You get denied a job, a promotion, a car loan, a first-time homeowner's loan. You get denied an apartment. You get denied by a chick you really like, you've been crushing on, you've been feeling for real, and you got denied. She maybe had someone, she lied to you, found out she lied. You get denied. You get rejected. You get repelled away. So that situation, it sticks to you. Pain sticks. Pain scars most. So it sticks to your heart, it sticks to your mind, it sticks to your body. So physiology, it will appear itself in every single facet of life from that point forward until you unlearn. You see what I'm saying? You have to unlearn from that cycle to change the repetition of this painful situation. Because of course we don't want to get denied, but if we can become better people, better men, better fathers, better sons, better leaders, better women, right? Mothers, from our mistakes, from the things that we tested but failed. It blew up in our face like a lab experiment. It blew up. If we can become better people from those moments, how bad were they in the first place? How terrible were they in the first place? Now, these situations are in place to empower us. It's like fear. We can't reject fear. We can't go around fear and anger. It's here for us to embrace. Because then that should make our decision making greater, right? So you having an imposter syndrome, you feeling as if you're inadequate, you're not good enough. Ask yourself, how many situations did you manifest to stick this to your heart, to stick this to your mind? It doesn't matter how good you do. It will never feel as if you're doing good enough. And I know you'll do the whole thing where you'll text people, you'll call people, you'll put it on social media, you'll tag people. Validation. It's for outside praise. It's for an outside standing ovation. Why? Because you don't know how to have that internal celebration within you. It's lacking. That's the part that's lacking. You have to remember, people only react and respond and give you what they have themselves. And here's the deeper level to that. It's all about love. So people are only going to react and respond only at or slightly there to the level of love they have for themselves. That's it. That's it. For instance, the Diddy situation. The people that are so engulfed in this, they wake up and think, they wake up new files. They wake up new info. They seen Justin Bieber, Usher, Kelly Rowland, and they're seeing all these different. They're only reacting and responding to the, not even ads, because they don't know their tipping point, but around the level of love they have for themselves. Because if you truly have that internal love and confidence and self-worth within yourself, you're not going to be dissecting and flipping upside down and analyzing the life of a celebrity who's been doing this for decades. It been came out. And now because it's popular, you want to shine a light on somebody else who's doing wrongful acts and unrighteous acts whole time. That's repelling your wrongful acts in the closet more. You see? They love gossip. They love drama. They live for it, literally. If it's not Diddy, it's somebody at work. If it's not somebody at work, it's somebody in the family. They petty. They nosy. This is how they live. Now remember, a lot of people die when they're 18. And they get buried at 70, 80. Remember that. Imposter syndrome has the wherewithal to kill your self-image, to kill your self-worth. Now, you have to resurrect that because, like I've said multiple times in the concept of death is rebirth. Death is revitalizing. Death is reigniting a entity within you to propel you, not repel you. You see? So imposter syndrome, yes, it is killing It is killing a version of you that you thought was sustainable. A lot of times people stick to this dead idea, this dead concept. What they call that? Necrophilia? That's fear of dead people? Is that correct? But y'all do the opposite and y'all love dead. Y'all hold on to these dead concepts until you enhance and unlearn and relearn and unlearn your mind. These concepts were given to you. Why would you listen to somebody? Why would you take advice from somebody who is not even in your line of field? They don't even know how to code, and you're listening to them about coding? They're not spiritual at all. They're all flesh, but they're religious. In the Bible, what did it say? Man should lead not into one's own understanding. That's flesh. It's metaphysical. It's spiritual. Don't lead into your own understanding. Much rather be the fool than to remain all doubt. Much rather that. So imposter syndrome is the same rubric. It's the same guideline. How to break from that curse. How to not wash the same cycle. Because it comes in fads, right? Comes in cycles. When will it be your time to break it? When are you going to make that decision? Because as fate and destiny appears itself to you, at a given point, you have no other choice. You will be given no other choice. When it arises, will you be ready? I'm down south in New Orleans, Louisiana. It's hurricane season. If you are a homeowner, I'm in an apartment, but if you're a homeowner, are you ready for the hurricane? You have your batteries, light bulbs, candles, books, canned goods, gallons of water, maybe a generator. Well, definitely a generator, right? Sandbags, just in case. You got tools, toolbox. Are you ready? Are you ready? You don't get ready in August. You get ready in December, in February, in the wintertime. That's when you get prepared for next year, Imposter syndrome. Do not fall victim to a set of ideas that do not benefit you. They have rule and power over you, and you do not have control of your life. An idea, a concept has more control over your life. The idea of having people praise you for a life that you don't really desire, you don't really long for, that fuels you more than not getting a standing ovation, but fighting the fight that's worth fighting. And believing in yourself till the wheels fall off. And then finding somebody to help you to get some new wheels. Kill this concept. Rebirth your mind. Restructure the program and the channels that you've been consistently watching. Because when you unlearn, you have to get sick before you change. You have to get sick and tired before you change. Make the change today.